Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and thanks for watching. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look for the holiday. I used the Anastasia by Beverly Hills Tamanna palette. I wanted the focus to be on the eyes, so I used some of the cranberry shades from the palette, and I think it's really nice for this time of year and especially for the holidays. I did use two different lipstick shades at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for both. To start, I'm using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot as my base to make the skin tone on my eyelid nice and even. Next, on a dome brush, I'm taking MakeUpGeek Chickadee, and I'm using this as my I really like how this looks with the deeper cranberry shade that I'll be using later on. If you don't have Chickadee, just use Bangle from the palette because it'll provide the same purpose. And I'm just continuing to blend just to make sure that everything is smooth and the transition is seamless, and just so it has that kind of blown out effect. Next, on a MAC 217, I'm taking the shade Sangria from the Tamanna palette and I'm placing that into the crease and on the outer third of my eye. Next, on a clean fluffy brush, I'm just blending the Chickadee and Sangria shades that I used together to make sure everything is blended evenly. Next, on a tapered crease brush, I'm taking the shade Chocolate from the palette and focusing that on the outer V just to give it some depth. I'm not really blending the shade, I'm just packing and patting the color on to build up the chocolate. If you wanted to make this an even smokier look, you could always go back in with Noir just to make it super sultry and sexy. I'm taking the shade China Rose from the palette and packing that all over my lid. China Rose is a really nice peachy rose gold shade. I found I had to build this up quite a bit. I even tried using it wet with some Fix Plus, but didn't really notice much of a difference. Once again, I'm just taking a clean fluffy brush and continuing to blend everything together. I'm taking a flesh tone matte shade. This is N Wild Brule as my highlight. This is my absolute favorite flesh tone shade, just as a wash of color all over the lid if I want something neutral. Now, I almost started to line my eyes before the most important part, but here I am taking Tarentino's Sparklicity Pure. It's a pink shimmer powder. I purchased my shimmer powder from Sephora a few years ago, but it is available currently on Beautylish. But I'm just taking that on a flat shader brush and applying it to the inner third of my eye. I like this shimmer powder because it's not super glittery, it's very subtle. And I'm going to add some more to the other eye because why not? Here I'm just going back in with the chocolate just in case I lost any of the depth when I applied the China Rose and the shimmer powder. Now I'm just applying the rest of my winged liner. After this, I'm going to add some mascara, false lashes, and complete the rest of my face. I'm not doing the rest of my face on camera because I think I'm going to be doing an updated foundation routine soon. The lashes that I used are the Ardell number 413 in black. I'm using a nude eyeliner to line my eye. I just prefer the look more than a black liner, but feel free to use black liner or whatever you'd like. On a stiff shader brush, I'm taking the shade Sangria and just placing that on the outer third of my lower lash line. the same brush, I'm just taking China Moon and applying it to the rest of my lash line. And I'm going to go back and forth with the two shades just to make sure there's a nice transition. For my inner corner highlight, I'm using the shade Blush from the Tamanna palette, and this might be my new favorite inner corner highlight. It is so shimmery and so beautiful. For my blush, I'm using one of my favorites. This is Madly by Nars, and it's a really nice light to medium tone brown with a hint of pink. And as you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. It's just one of those great blushes that you can pair with anything, and it gives a really nice warm glow to the skin. I was a little indecisive about what to do with my lips, so I started off with Maybelline's matte lipstick in Lust for Blush. Moving back to the face, I'm highlighting with MAC's Pigment in Vanilla, and I'm just applying that to the highest points of my face, like my cheekbones, my nose, and my chin. I could also see the color Blush from the Tamanna palette being a great highlight as well. I decided to add a gloss, and this is NYX's Butter Gloss in Meringue. It's kind of like a pinky purpley shade. So here you have the look with lip option 1. It's a bit of a brighter pink lip, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different for this time of year. But I did go ahead and do another type of lip with it. This is more of a nude, and I started off with using NYX's lip liner in Natural, and I did line and fill in my lips completely. The lipstick that I used was Nars's Brigitte. This is one of the Audacious lipsticks, and I felt so bad even using this. The packaging and everything about this lipstick is just so amazing. It seriously looks just too good to use, and I can just sit back and admire it all day. And here's the look with the nude lip. Let me know which option you like better in the comment section below. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!